let's see how that Tubi video is doing. Jesus Christ, part 2, here we go. First up, we got Nerdland. On God, these opening credits go insane, but something's telling me I'm not gonna like this movie. Kate Micucci? Okay, maybe I'll enjoy it. Jesus, how many people were in this film? Yeah, you might notice this film has a lot of notable names. And not just because of Kate Micucci, one of the best female voice actors of all time, by the way, if you even care. Paul Rudd, Patton Oswalt, Hannibal Buress, Eric Bauza, Jess Harnell, Mike Judge, Dana Snyder, Cree Summer. This film has some crazy talent put into it. I can't show everything on this film due to it being adult animated. My editor is gonna hate me. Wait, what am I talking about? I edit these. The film follows John, voiced by Paul Rudd, a struggling actor and writer who lives with his roommate Elliot, voiced by Patton Oswalt. And they both try to make it big in Hollywood. But don't worry, it being an adult animated film means it's a deep insight on so many political and social issues that plague our world. Nah, there's just titties. This film is very grotesque, and sadly, while I do enjoy the animation, it's at least unique when it comes to adult animation. It's just porn jokes and sex jokes and cursing, and it's not my thing. This film was tough to get through. Even Patton Oswalt, a talented voice actor who can usually make lines like this work. Then why did we spend $20 million on marketing? Sadly, just can't, because the humor of this film relies heavily on ha 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 penis, and sadly, it's just not my personal favorite. Showing this footage without editing will get me fried. YouTube already has me on their watch list for having the balls to show Monster Family. Remember when I bitched about the sex humor in Fixed? Apply all those problems to this and tenfold. It's pretty rough. Look, his anus is out. It's so funny. I'm not gonna act like vulgar humor can't make me laugh. Hazbin Hotel is finally starting to get some laughs out of me, and yes, most of them are from Keith David. The saddest part is that the animation is really cool, and I think with better writing, I'd watch this film in its style. Well, apparently the film's director, Chris Pernowski, has a variety of productions and writing credits that range from Big Mouth to Vox Machina to... This is starting to make sense. Good morning! Actually, Pernowski is the creator of the super underrated show from my childhood, Motor City. My dad was a NASCAR pit crew member. I like stuff with cars, alright? And I can see the similarities in styles here. But style is the only similarity, as this is rough. I can't even show this footage without YouTube looking at me like Nintendo was looking at Power World. It's not for me, but hey, nothing here will be.
And next up we got Cats. I think I'm just gonna retire.
Wait, what? You just started?
I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead.
But you're almost at 5K.
And I'll be 5K in hospital dead if I watch that movie, okay? You can't make me!
It's a 2018 movie.
My bad.
Because I will take any chance not to talk about the movie equivalent of Ted Bundy, we have another animated film that came out back in 2018, just a year before that garbage, that just so happened to also be called Cats. Now, I heard a lot about this film, but let's see what it has to offer. The film follows, as the title would suggest, dogs, and this is just 1/3 of The Secret Life of Pets, isn't it? Okay, yeah, the film didn't really have much to offer in terms of jokes. Hold on. You have a guy named Jonathan Katz in your cast? He had to get bullied. Yo, Jonathan Katz, you ready to film Cats? My bad, OG.
Nah, because we got jokes. We got jokes right now, huh?
The animation on the cats is honestly really impressive for a low-budget animated film. The parrot has way too good animation considering this is, you know, cats.
Come on, give me a warship!
Alright, the dub is supposed to be bad on that. Must be a 4Kids production. So these are the two cats we follow in the movie, Blanket, played by Dermot Mulroney, and Cape, voiced by Nicole Tompkins. I could make a joke about their names being so lazy, but I got an Alpha and Omega sequel on this list. I got plenty of time to make fun of names. Who names their kid Runt? Okay, I gave props to the fur on the cats, but the humans look pretty bad. It's like if the human models from Toy Story mixed with the human models from Sir Billy. It just looks wrong. And I mentioned the dubbing, but while Nicole Hopkins does fine as Cape and actually sounds like she's having a blast, Dermot Mulroney sounds so uninterested. Well, I'd be uninterested too if... You know what? No, there's nothing in this man's filmography that I can make a joke about. I hate when animated movies cast boring actors. What, Chris Pratt was too busy? I gotta be honest, there's nothing wrong with this one. It's a basic kiddie film, and as far as those go, it's not batshit dumb as Monster Family, it's more along the lines of Son of Bigfoot. I have seen far worse. Next up we got Garfield Gets Real. I'm sorry, it's just... Garfield is such a hard character to take seriously. But in the mid-2000s, that seems to be what the guys behind him wanted people to think. Garfield could be a total badass. Look at this, he gets real. So this film follows Garfield as he gets real. I'm never going to be able to talk about this damn film if I don't stop that shit. Actually, in a very strange way, this film actually acts as a precursor to the Garfield show, which would start airing a year later in 2008. But as for the animation, talk about low-budget flights. Yeah, the animation looks pre-rendered, and no, it never looks better throughout the film.
Good morning!
Oh, the usual, right? The fuck? Talk about false advertising. This 2007 American animated adventure comedy film, based on the comic strip Garfield, titled Garfield Gets Real, is so wrong. Clearly, the people who made it never heard of the existence of the Garfield movie, 2004, or the Tim Hill directed Garfield Tale of Two Kitties, 2006, where he'd already been a realistic cat. 1 out of 10 on the title alone. Thanks, movie fan, for summing up my thoughts on this film perfectly. Yeah, that's probably my biggest takeaway from this, honestly. Despite it being called Garfield Get Real, it really didn't need to be called that. You could have just called this Garfield, I don't know, because that title should have gone to the 2004 film. For as bad as it is, he was real in that one. This one is completely animated, horribly at that, I should say. I can't act like the Garfield show's animation is perfect, but damn, at least it looked finished for TV. Every frame in this film is just wrong. Great! Googly moogly, get real! Hey, this is a kid's film, right? Again, it's got very little for me personally. You know what I compare this to? Looney Tunes Back in Action. And no, it's not because I just played the tie-in game. That ranking is going to be the death of me. Looney Tunes Back in Action is a decent film, but it's bogged down by the fact that it relies so much on the Looney Tunes that, when it focuses on literally anything else, it slows down drastically. Only problem is that the Looney Tunes segments of the film actually made the film worthwhile. This is Garfield, a character who had one joke and it's not the funniest. It has some decent moments, but Christ if I could tell you I recommend it. It's crazy boring.
Well, let's keep on the family-friendly content as we got... Oh, Christ.
Yeah, I don't think anyone outside of the furry community has heard of this movie, and honestly, good on them. Released in 2016, Sheep and Wolves follows a cocky wolf named Grayson, who I should mention is voiced by Tom Felton, the actor who played Draco Malfoy. What, people compare him to Noah Schnapp? No. I heard somewhere that Schnapp was going to pursue other roles after Stranger Things ends. Like, we do not watch Stranger Things for bro. This film seems like an average foreign kids film. Grayson's cocky and ends up being banished by his pack. He meets a bunch of sheep who show him a lot about peace. What is the real issue?
Goodness gracious!
Yup. It's a furry film, and not just a furry film. This probably takes number 1 on the most unexpectedly sexual furry films. Look at her, why is she like that? Even the sheep, for as uncanny as they can get, have this weird modeling going on. This is funny because if you take that out, the film has nothing. Once again, it's bitch basic. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Wow. This film came out in 2016, really think about that. Even by then, the Rickroll was such an old meme. Imagine if this dropped in 2025.
6, 7.
On God, you can get it. No, seriously. Bianca might be the first rival to Diane I've ever seen. I gotta stop with the Gooner jokes. I got bullied for it last episode. I have unexpectedly seen a lot of furry films, and this one's up there. If you took these elements out, the film is so nothing that I really can't comment much. I guess the ant farm girl voicing the sheep is kind of interesting. Actually, the American cast of this film is pretty damn weird. Yeah, consider the fact that this is a Russian animated film. There was an English dub of it, and you'd expect 5 voice actors at most. But no, Grayson's voiced by Tom Felton, as I said. Lyra is voiced by China Ann McClain, as I said. Skinny is voiced by Thomas Ian Nicholas. And take a wild fucking guess who voices Bianca. Too late, Ruby Rose. Jesus, there's like 5 jokes I can make with that fact alone. Other than that, I really don't know what else to say. It's pretty damn weird, but mediocre otherwise. Well, let's get off the furry shit and talk about an Alpha and Omega sequel.
Wait.
Yeah, something a lot of people might know is that Alpha and Omega isn't just a one and done, it's a franchise. 7 sequels from 2012 to 2017. And yes, Tubi has 5 of those 7 sequels. 5 of the 8 films in this franchise. Only missing the 1st, 7th, and 8th. Oh, I can't watch the big furries! What am I gonna do with my life? Hey, you know what? I did Norm of the North, so let's make this interesting. If this video can get 50 likes, I'll cover the Alpha and Omega sequels. How about that? For now, let's give basic thoughts on... Which one am I talking about? Oh, come on, no, not Dino Digs! So, a big thing with this franchise is, around the 4th or 5th film, people started comparing it to another series of animated films that didn't need a sequel, Land Before Time. I guess the filmmakers said, fuck it, people already compare us to that masterpiece. Let's throw in dinosaurs. Are we dead ass? Yep, this film follows not Kate and Humphrey because this is a sequel. They're not the main characters anymore. This film follows their 3 annoying ass pups, Runt, Claudette, and Stinky. And no, it doesn't go over my head that these horrible parents named their 2 sons Runt and Stinky. Yeah, you lucky public schools don't exist in your universe because they get inflamed. They find a dinosaur, I don't know. If I do that Alpha and Omega sequel video, I'm going to die. So let's just go with, this film is so stupid. Even as far as kids films go, this is just so lame. There's not even a reason for them to be in this dinosaur area. Not one. And as most have commented on, the animation has only gone downward since the first film. It's already hard to say the first film had any real good animation, but it's also worth noting the 5th film, Family Vacation, was supposed to be the last film in the franchise. But damn it, the guys who said yes to 3 Norm sequels said fuck no, we gonna make it to 8. Yes, Dino Digs, the Big Furries, and the one with Joshua Tomar in it are all because of Splash Entertainment. I hate my life. It's bad, that's it. Well, let's clean out our palates with arguably one of the best obscure films on Tubi. I got this request from a comment, and honestly, it just felt right to talk about. The film is titled Nocturna. It released in 2007, and I'm not kidding, It is a beautiful film. I'm honestly impressed nobody talks about it. It's a great time. It follows an orphan, Tim, who's afraid of the dark. When the stars in the sky start going out, he's joined by a new friend, the cat shepherd, to explore the night sky. I know that sounds really close to Orion in the Dark, but there are a few differences. The cat shepherd is not the same character as the Dark from Orion. One is supposed to guide Tim through the night sky, while the other is supposed to help Orion not be afraid of the dark. Nocturna is fucking gorgeous. For 2007, this film just excels on everything it needs to. Tim and the cat shepherd are likable characters, as I said. The animation is beyond gorgeous. If I had one complaint, it is really short. I wanted more from this, and if that's my only complaint, that the film is too short that I wanted more of it, then you know a film is good. Not just good, great. I think it's by far the best film I've covered for this series. Okay, so we got one more film, and oh yeah, it's time. That's right, you know what film I'm talking about. You know what movie I'm covering, because we're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. Yeah, baby, we're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. Yeah! I don't even care if it's flawed past that meme. It's just fucking great. It's actually been a whole year since I last talked about this movie in one of my first years in animation. I mentioned it was kind of a mid-animated film, but now looking back, I think this film's even better than I remember. I mean it, this is a funny-ass film. I remember it being a little underwhelming, but looking back, it has quite a few good bits. Like Owen Wilson in easily his funniest role, period. Woody Harrelson's great just because of how dedicated he is. You know the meme. The plot is off the menu. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's a week before Thanksgiving. I just want to talk about this damn film. I just wanted to thank you guys for the love this last month. My videos are doing so much better because of y'all. The Tubi video is on track to be my best performing video of all time, and that is just insane to me. Without you guys, I can't do this, so thank you all so much. And I'll leave you guys with two things. One, there won't be a Tubi video in December or January due to other videos. You know, Christmas is coming around, and then January is just a big month for me. We will be back for part 3 in February. I know that's a long time, but trust that it'll be a great one because of how long you'll have to wait. The second, I have considered, for those who want to support me and my content, I have considered a Patreon. I'm not going to open it until I get some feedback from y'all, so if you guys would support something like that, go ahead and let me know. If not, I won't be too offended. You piece of shit, you fucking liar, you fucking piece of shit. I'm sorry. Anyways, thank you guys so much for an awesome month, and I'll see you guys next week for some loony shit.